Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert now.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
Set. Lion.
Here's Herbert. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Herbert.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Ladd McConkey. A gain of 17 yards.
They snap it to Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Benson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
So you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Odafe Owe.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd down.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Biggest.
Murray now to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. We'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Complete to Johnston here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Chargers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
Complete to Keenan Allen. 10 yards on the pickup.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line.
A gain of 6.
Hampton will score. Touchdown Chargers. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, was to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. But so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A gain of 15. First down, Minnesota.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Murray now going to do it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Complete pass on 2nd down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Murray from midfield. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
for it. Hits Murray. He lets one go deep for Addison. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you get 5 big offensive linemen out there.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A run once more with Hampton. And he's in for the Charger touchdown. Amari and Hampton hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Murray now going to do it himself. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To throw, it's Murray. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. The 20. And they have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Here's Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once,
and he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Adafe Owe, his 2nd sack of the night. Drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Murray. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Benson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say
Touchdown, LA! McConkey, 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
It's the score. Chargers 28, Vikings 7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. From the gun, Murray. Pass complete to Nair, right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And he's going to let it go deep. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he will maneuver his way down about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now Murray off play action. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. Murray keeps it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kyler Murray, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Maybe on their rap to pay the bills.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Herbert. He's got a man complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will cover 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now it's Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And a throw right sideline is complete. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson.
It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
To throw is Murray.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, when the running game's not working sometimes, you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
58 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll work inside here, Hampton.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Hampton.
He can muster only a yard there. They'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Hampton.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. It'll be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hampton.
And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
On the handoff, it's Hampton.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Herbert now. And it is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
gain of 14 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
Hampton going to try to punch it in.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right, Paul. And they had a bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle with Benson.
That's a strong running.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Murray now going to do it himself. Well, a throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Beckham goes in motion left. Murray now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Murray.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Vikings have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And the ball is up out of bounds. So it'll be a loss on the play.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, we're going to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think they should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
On 1st down, it's Benson.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
2nd and 7.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Open man here is Benson.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Murray now going to do it himself.
time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Khalil Mack drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. After the turnover, here's Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just get rid of it.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Murray going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
In motion left is Beckham. Murray now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Another run here with Benson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. This is 1st and 10.
1st down, Vikings.
Here comes Benson on the toss right.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
The 24-yard line.
They run over center with Benson.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this